the bench press. It's an easy exercise. You go down and then you go up. That's it, simple, right? Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of mistakes that can be made when doing this exercise. So we're gonna go over 5 of those common mistakes and how to fix them. Let's go, dudes. Mistake number 1, dudes. You get to the bench press, you get all into position. You're gonna start on those first couple reps and you put those hips high in the sky and you get started. Now, what am I doing wrong here? I've got those hips off the bench. You wanna keep them firmly planted down. Now, the reason why you're wanting to do that is when you're lifting your hips off the bench, you're putting strain on your lower and middle back. And number 2, you're putting a lot more pressure on the shoulders. That could lead to injury both in the lower and middle back and the shoulders themselves because they're taking on a lot more strain than they should be. When your hips are firmly planted on the bench press, your weight is more evenly distributed. So the next time you're in the gym and you're doing that bench, keep those hips firmly planted on the bench press. Number 2, bouncing the bar off your chest like so. So you're bringing it down and you just bounce it off the chest to get it right back up there. Number 1, that kind of hurts. Nobody wants a busted sternum. And if you start going higher and higher in weight, that's a potential possibility. You don't want an injury. And number 2 is the chest controls both the downward motion and the upward motion. Don't just think that once it's down, you're done and just bounce that right back up. You want a slow controlled movement down and a slow controlled movement up in order to be fully working the chest, which is what this exercise is all about. Common mistake number 3, lifting outside of your weight range. Wow, I'm getting this easy. Now with the bench, there can be the peer pressure to lift as heavy as you can. In fact, one of the common phrases in the gym is, "How much do you bench, brah?" But the problem is when you get caught up on that, is you end up having a spotter. Let's say they're spotting you doing 315, you've never even done 315 before, and they're doing most of the work. You're looking good in the moment, but you're not really building your chest at all, which is the whole reason we're in the gym in the first place. You can look good at the beach when you've built those muscles and then you can show off, but in the gym, that's where you want to do the work. So you can absolutely use a spotter to help you on those last kind of final reps that you're having trouble with, or maybe try to hit a personal record, but don't get caught up in showing off and do not lift outside your weight range. Common mistake number 4, shoulder placement. What you want to do when performing bench press is keep those shoulders down and back, packing them in and contracting those upper back muscles in order to support the shoulders, which helps to prevent injury. This is a mistake you can make is when you keep those shoulders forward. And what happens when you do that, you're deactivating the chest and you're putting a lot of unnecessary strain on those shoulders, which can lead to injury. And also it can lead to you going, "I do bench press all the time and I'm not building my chest at all." Well, that's because you're working your shoulders, shithead. Common mistake number 5, range of motion. How many times have you been in the gym and you see the local dude carrying the 2 invisible TVs around like this, and you go, "How much can you bench?" And he's been waiting for this question all day long. 405, brah. So you go, "Okay, show me." He gets down on the bench. He gets all ready to go. Let's say maybe he even has his hips off the bench, such as this. You're ready for it. Here he goes. And he's screaming. Yeah. Now, what was wrong with that picture? Full range of motion. When you're doing that bench, you want to bring it all the way down, touching that chest, and then you want to bring it all the way back up. Activating the chest, utilizing the chest, building the chest, because that's what the gym's all about. If you want to show off, wait for the beach. In here, you want to put in work. And utilizing those other 4 common mistake fixes that we showed you, you are on your path to becoming a buff dude bench pressing machine. Good luck, dudes.